So good morning, students. What we were studying? Yes. Can you tell me what we were studying during last lecture? What we have studied? During last lecture, what we have studied? Yes. Anybody? Vedant? Yes, tell me what we were studied last time. I think we were studying data transfer instructions. What we were studying? We were studying data transfer instructions. And in that, we have studied move DPTR 16-bit, move XA, comma, @R1, move XA, comma, @DPTR. All these instructions we have studied, isn't it? So, today, let us study some more instructions. So, the first instruction that we are going to study today is the push instruction. Okay, so let us write it as push. What I have written here? What I have written here? Push source, isn't it? Okay, so contents of the source specified in the instruction, okay, they are copied onto the top of the stack. Okay, they are copied onto the top of the stack. So we have studied about stack memory. What is stack memory? Can anybody tell me what is stack memory? Yes, students, what is the stack memory? Yes, tell me, what is the stack memory? What is a stack memory? Students, are you there? Unmute yourself and talk with me. What is a stack memory? How you define the stack memory? Can anybody? Yes, Vedant? Respond quickly. If you don't know, tell me. Don't know. If you know, then tell me what you know. Yes, who is there? Pirankar, Rohit Patil. Can anybody tell me? Yes. What is
Stack
this?
memory is my
Yes.
system.
The stack memory is first in, last out type of the memory, which is used to store the data temporarily. Okay, and the stack pointer is a register which holds the address of the top element of the stack memory. Stack pointer is a register which holds the address of the top element of the stack memory. You must know this. Okay. Now, in this particular instruction, what is done is the contents which are specified by the source, are copied onto the top of the stack. And suppose this is your stack memory. So on this stack memory, there are different memory locations, and address of the top of the stack is stored in what is called as stack pointer. Stack pointer will contain the address of the top of the stack. Let us call this is 0 address, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3. The 0th address, it has suppose some data 1 1, then this has data 1 2, so remaining all are empty. Suppose this, so top of the stack is now 1, so address present in the stack pointer will be 1. Okay, so like this is what is the scenario of your stack memory. Now after executing the push instruction, the contents of the source will be transferred onto or copied onto the top of the stack. Okay, so before copying the contents of the source, the stack pointer is initially incremented by 1. That means before copying the contents, the stack pointer is incremented by 1. That means if now it is 1, so 1 plus 1, it becomes 2. So contents of the stack pointer will become 2 first, and then what will happen? This stack pointer will point to the location 2, and then the contents of source will be transferred or copied to this location 2. Now suppose the source contains some data 1 3, then this 1 3 will be copied to this particular location. Are you clear, students? Whatever I have told, have you understood? Respond immediately so that I can move further. Otherwise, you will be just wasting the time. Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
So now, suppose if I write instruction like this, push 50H. So push 50H means what? Can anybody tell me? What is this push 50H? What kind of addressing mode is this? What kind of addressing mode is this? It is called as direct addressing mode. You are not studying? Yes? This is called as direct addressing mode. So here the source which is specified is address. What it is? It is address. Address of what? Address of the internal RAM location. Address of the internal RAM location. Now suppose if you have RAM memory, if you have a RAM memory like this, and if you execute the instruction 50H, then what will happen? Suppose this is 49, let us call this as 49, this as 50, this as 51, this as 52, and this as 53. So all these are memory locations. Okay. So now what our instruction tells? Our instruction tells that push 50H will, what it will do? It will take the data which is present in memory location 50H. Okay. So this instruction first, it will point to the RAM location 50H. And now suppose this RAM location 50H contains the data FFH. If it contains the data FFH, then what will happen after execution of this instruction? So after execution of this instruction, initially stack pointer will be incremented by 1. Okay. Now your stack pointer is at location 2. So after incrementing by 1, what will happen, students? What will happen after incrementing by 1? It will become 3, isn't it? So 2 plus 1 is 3. So it will point to the memory location 3 now. And now what will happen? The push instruction will transfer or copy the data FFH to the top of the stack or the memory location 3 of the stack. Okay, so now the top of the stack will contain the data FFH. Okay, so this 50 hexadecimal will also have data FFH, and this will be copied to the top of the stack. Okay, so what is the moral of the story? The moral of the story is that after executing the instruction push 50H, the contents of the memory location 50H of internal RAM will be copied to the top of the stack, and before copying to the top of the stack pointer is incremented by 1. This is how the push instruction will work. So whenever you are inserting element onto the stack, you have to use instruction push. Okay, are you clear about this? Are you clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So students, now let us go to the next data transfer instruction. And what will be the next data transfer instruction? Can you guess? Can you guess what will be the next data transfer instruction?
Pop.
Pop. Correct. So the next data transfer instruction will be pop. Pop, again I have to write here source. Okay. So now, so what this pop source instruction will do? Tell me what this pop source instruction will do. What it can do? Can anybody tell me?
Used to retrieve data.
Used to retrieve the data from the top of the stack. So previously what I had told you, the push instruction is used to insert element onto the stack. So pop instruction is used to retrieve the element from the stack. Okay, so this is what happens in case of push source. And again here what you have to consider? You have to consider the register which is known as a stack pointer. Okay, so here you have to consider the register which is called as stack pointer. Now what happens after retrieval of the instruction? After retrieval of the data, the contents of stack pointer will be decremented by 1. So you have to remember this. So let us consider this is address 0, this is 1, this is 2, and this is 3. Okay, and let us consider the data which is present here as so this contains, suppose this contains 0 1, this contains 0 2, this contains 0 3, and this contains 0 4. Okay, so now what the stack pointer will contain? The stack pointer will contain address 0 3 because the top element of the stack is 0 3 in this case. Okay, so what are the contents at third location? They are 0 4. Okay, so now here, sorry, what we have to do is we have to write here destination instead of the source because we are retrieving, so we will need destination instead of the source. Okay, so here I have to write pop source, P-O-P space pop destination. Okay, so now the situation is that the stack pointer is pointed to the top of the stack and top element is 04H. Okay, so now after execution of instruction pop destination, what happens? The top element 04 will be retrieved and it will be transferred where? It will be transferred to the destination. It will be transferred to the destination. And after transferring this data to the destination, what will happen? After transferring the data to the destination, the stack pointer will be decremented by 1. That means stack pointer will be equal to stack pointer minus 1. Okay, so after retrieving of the data, the stack pointer will contain the address 02. That means it will point to the address 02 like this.
थोडं डिस्टर्ब होते तुम्हाला 11वीला त्याचं मॅथ्स होतं आता मॅथ्स नाही 12वीला 66% यायला नाही म्हणाले त्याला बीएससी ला ऍडमिशन घेतलं बीएससी ला नाही म्हणाला
नाही त्याला थोडं थांबायला सांगा ना मी त्याच्याशी डिस्कस करते तेच तुम्हाला मी सांगितलं होतं सानगुडेंकडे
पण तो झाला
नाही नाही थांबायला सांगा थांब म्हण बसवून घ्या दत्ता त्याला stack pointer will be equal to stack pointer minus 1. So now it will be pointing towards the location 2. So now the top of stack will become 2 and not 3. Okay, so this is how the instruction works. We will take one example of this. Suppose if I write pop 25H. Suppose if I write pop 25H. Pop 25H. What will happen after execution of this instruction? Can anybody explain me? Yes, unmute yourself and whatever you have understood, try to explain it so that I will come to know whether you have understood correctly or not. If you are not talking, then how will I get feedback that you have understood or not understood? Yes, anybody from you? Can you
मॅम
talk?
25 वरचा जो डेटा असेल तो डेस्टिनेशनला कॉपी होणार
25 वरचा डेटा डेस्टिनेशनला कॉपी होणार नाही. कुठला डेटा
ट्रान्सफर होणार
कुठला डेटा ट्रान्सफर होणार 25 हे डेस्टिनेशन आहे म्हणजे 25 ऍड्रेसला डेटा कॉपी होणार आहे पण तो कुठून कॉपी होणार आहे
स्टॅक पॉइंटर लास्ट वाला
स्टॅक वरचा डेटा स्टॅक पॉइंटर मध्ये ऍड्रेस असतो मुलांना आणि स्टॅक वर जो डेटा असतो तो डेटा ऍड्रेस नाही हा ऍड्रेस आहे ना याच्यामध्ये कुठला ऍड्रेस आहे हा ऍड्रेस आहे तुमचा स्टॅकचा बरं का. आणि हा काय आहे डेटा. तुम्ही काय सांगितलं पॉप इन्स्ट्रक्शन व्हॉट इट डज, इट रिट्राइव्स डेटा फ्रॉम द टॉप ऑफ द स्टॅक. ओके, and where it retrieves it, it retrieves to the destination. That means the data which is present on the top of the stack will be copied to the destination. It will be copied to the destination which is specified in the instruction. Are you getting the point? Now this is,
Yes, ma'am.
this is a stack memory. This is a stack memory. And this is your internal RAM. Okay, so suppose internal RAM has addresses like this. This is 23, this is 24, this is 25 and 26 and 27. So the one which is drawn with the blue ink is a RAM. And the one which is drawn with the red ink is a stack. Okay, both are different types of memories. Okay, now what is our instruction? Our instruction is that pop 25H. Okay, in this particular instruction, which addressing mode is used, students? Can you identify the addressing mode? What is 25H? Whether it is a register?
Direct addressing
it is
mode.
address. It is address, therefore it is direct addressing mode. What it is? It is a direct addressing mode. So this 25H is address. So whenever you specify address in the instruction, that means it is the address of the internal RAM, internal memory location RAM, unless and until you write instruction with the postfix X. If there is X, then it means external RAM. But if there is no X, it means you are dealing with the internal RAM. So our destination is 25H location in the internal RAM of 8051. This is our destination. And what is our source? Our source is a stack memory. Okay, and whenever we are considering the stack memory, we are always talking about the top element of the stack. We can insert or retrieve the data from the top of the stack only. At random, you cannot access any other data. Are you getting the point? Okay, suppose if you are arranging a stack of books, what will happen? You are arranging the books one over other. So the book which is arranged lastly can be taken out first. Is it or not? Have you understood the concept of the stack? So we can retrieve the data in this particular stack of address 3 only, not of address 2 and not of address 1 or not of address 0. Why? Why? It is because the top of the stack can be retrieved, or
First in, last out.
First in, last out, or last in, first out. Okay, so this is the way in which copy the data to stack or from the stack. Okay, so now in this particular instruction, what happens? Now the top of the stack is 3 hexadecimal. Okay, so top of the stack, if it is 3 hexadecimal, then the data present at this memory location 3 hexadecimal in this case is 04 hexadecimal. Okay, so now this 04 data will be copied by this instruction and it will be transferred to the memory location 25H. And now your memory location 25H will contain the data 04. And after performing this data transfer operation, or after performing copying of the data from stack to the internal RAM, what the microcontroller will do, it will decrement the stack pointer by 1. So after copying data, it will decrement the stack pointer by 1, means it will now become 3 minus 1, which is equal to 2. And now your stack pointer will be pointing to the top of the stack. So now the top of stack is 2 and not 3. Are you getting the point? This is the way in which the elements are inserted onto the stack and they are retrieved from the stack. So whenever you want to insert data onto the stack, you have to use a push instruction. And before execution of this push instruction, that means before copying of the data to the destination, the stack pointer will be incremented by 1. And in case of retrieval of the data, initially the data is moved and then the stack pointer is decremented by 1. Are you getting the sequence of the incidents, how they are happening? Are you clear about this? Are you clear? Speak up.
Yes,
Huh.
ma'am.
Push is used to insert the data onto the top of the stack. Pop is used to insert, retrieve the data from the top of the stack. Okay. So before inserting the data, the stack pointer is incremented by 1. And after retrieving the data, stack pointer is decremented by 1. This is what you have to remember. And this is very, very important as far as push and pop instructions are present. And I think we have studied exchange instruction. Have we? Not yet. Is it? I think we have not studied.
No, ma'am.
We have not studied. There is instruction called as exchange instruction, XCH. So how we write this instruction? We write this as XCH, and how we write the destination first and then the source. So destination, comma, source. So this is how we write the instructions. So as you can guess, what is the meaning of exchange, students? What is the meaning of exchange? What is the meaning of the exchange? Please tell me, what is the meaning of exchange?
Devan Gevan.
Devan Gevan. Exchange means interchanging. Okay, the contents of the destination will be transferred to source and contents of the source will be transferred to destination. So this is what is happening in the case of exchange instruction. So source, contents of source will be copied to destination, contents of the destination will be copied to source. Okay, so now let us write one instruction here. Exchange XCH space A comma R5. A comma R5. XCH A comma R5. So what is meaning of this instruction and which type of addressing mode this instruction is using? So every time think of the type of the addressing mode used in the instruction. So this will revise your addressing modes, and also suppose if some concepts are not clear, those will be cleared. So which kind of addressing mode is this? Always you have to look at the operands when you are identifying the addressing mode. Who can tell me what is addressing mode used in this equation? Be quick, only 4 minutes are remaining. At this stage, you must be able to identify the addressing modes.
Register addressing mode.
Correct. Register. Why? This is a register addressing mode because if you observe the operands are A, comma R5. A is a register which is called as accumulator, and R5 is a general purpose register, isn't it? We have studied this. There are 4 banks and each bank is having 8 registers starting from R0 to R7. Like this we have already studied. Okay. So exchange instruction A, comma R5. This particular instruction has the addressing mode which is called as register addressing mode. Okay. So in this, can you identify the source and destination? Can you identify the source and destination? Whatever you have written first is your destination, and whatever you have written second time or next is the source. So accumulator is a destination and R5 register is a source. And now suppose if accumulator has some data, suppose it is some 30H, and suppose if your register R5, it has some contents 20H, and now if you execute the instruction exchange A, comma R5, what will happen after the execution of the instruction? Yes, tell me what will happen.
मॅम ए चा डेटा R5 ला आणि R5 चा डेटा A ला.
So this will happen. So A will contain now 20H, and what B will R5 will contain 30H. This is how the exchange instruction works. Are you clear about this? This is very easy. So exchange instruction exchanges the data between source and destination. This is how you can describe the exchange instruction. Okay. So now let us move to the next instruction. So we will have to complete it within 2 minutes. I will write here instruction and you have to tell me how it is going to work. You can guess it. Okay. So I think I have mentioned this kind of instruction earlier. A, comma, at the rate, A plus DPTR. Which addressing mode is used in this particular instruction, students? Yes, which addressing mode is used in this? Observe operands. If you observe operands, what you will come to know? Which kind of addressing mode is this? Which kind of addressing mode is this? Yes, Vedant?
Index.
Correct. This is indexed. Very good. Indexed addressing mode. Okay, so if A, comma, at the rate A plus some offset we are providing to the base, then it is called as indexed addressing mode. Now, can you tell me what this C indicates? What this C indicates?
RAM code.
Code, not RAM. Okay, it indicates code area. And where the code is stored? Code is always stored in the ROM and not a RAM.